News, sports, movies, and more from the students at the Community College of Rhode Island. Watch now at CCRIChannel.org.
Welcome back to CCRI Today, a show that takes a look at what is going on at the CCRI campuses, including news, current events, and sports. I'm Morgan Judd with the CCRI Channel.
And I'm Peyton Lewis with our top story for today. As we approach Mental Health Awareness Month in May, it's important to address the pressing issue of mental health on campus and the resources available to support our students. Mental health concerns among college students nationwide are on the rise. Here at CCRI, we're not immune to these challenges. Academic pressures, personal struggles, and the transition to college life can take a toll on anyone. You know, it's important that we handle this.
And making mental health a priority is not just important, it's a college's responsibility to ensure its students thrive academically, emotionally, and socially. CCRI has partnered with TELUS Health Student Support, providing 24/7 mental health and well-being assistance. This includes real-time phone and chat support with professional counselors, confidential and free for all CCRI students. Plus, there's a phone and video therapy by appointment, multilingual support, and access to virtual fitness classes and wellness resources.
Though we focus on the issue in May, mental health awareness is not a once-a-year event, but a year-round priority. Together, we can foster a campus community where every student feels valued, supported in their mental health journey. You can find more information at the CCRI Health and Wellness Center website.
And in campus news, CCRI's new Black Student Union will be meeting Wednesdays at 3:30 in room 1128. The Black Student Union is open to all students as a place to come together, to meet each other, and to form a deeper sense of community here on campus. Eileen James, the faculty advisor of the Black Student Union, sees opportunity for students to organize voter drives, fund on-campus activities, or plan trips that will be beneficial to all students within the group.
A student in my African American literature course came to me and said she and a few students were looking for an organization, or that they wanted to be a part of an organization that would be a spot where Black students could come together, talk about some issues, talk about things, but also a place for support and community. So they'll be a part of like the student senate and be able to make some decisions. However, I think the focus is not necessarily just for Black students. I think it's being run by Black students because they want to be very inclusive. They say, all students can come.
I would define it more of just a space for Black students and people of color to feel comfortable at a PWI, because it is mostly predominantly white. So just for them to not to actually be comfortable at school, because school can be very stressful. It can be very tiring, gruesome, and just having the idea or the notion oh, I can go to the BSU and have fun for a little bit and then I can go home. It honestly just requires representation at the end of the day. It gives oh, there's a place for us, there is a community for us. The student union, yes, but the Black Student Union allows you to know that there's also different groups of people here as well. It's not just the majority.
If you're interested in joining, you can contact Eileen James. And this Thursday in the Warwick Campus Great Hall was the Career and Transfer Fair, available for both students and alumni to network with other professionals within their industry. With over 60 organizations attending, there's opportunities across multiple degree programs. If you missed this semester's Career and Transfer Fair, CCRI's Career Services offices are held in the Field House, room 8162, offering help connecting students to internships and career pathway options. Scheduling an appointment is as easy as sending an email to careerservices@ccri.edu.
And now for upcoming events on campus. CCRI's third annual Cybersecurity Night returns to the Warwick campus on Wednesday, May 1st. Cybersecurity Night is an opportunity for students, both current and prospective, interested in career and cyber defense to network with faculty, staff, and representatives from career services and the cybersecurity industry. You can find more information by going to ccri.edu/COMP.
In Visual and Performing Arts tonight, April 5th at 7 p.m., there will be a voice recital in the Bobby Hackett Theater. Then on April 19th at 7 p.m., CCRI Opera Workshop will be presenting a double bill, Mozart's Magic Flute and the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Tickets are $5 if purchased online and $10 in cash at the door. April 26th will be the Jazz and Instrumental Recital at 11 a.m. On April 30th at 7 p.m., Jazz Ensemble will be performing contemporary jazz and standards. Finally, don't miss the annual CCRI Student Film Festival, May 10th and 11th here on the Knight campus. Submit your film through April 11th and get tickets starting April 5th at ccri.edu/filmfestival.
As spring rolls around, so do spring sports. As of March 10th, both CCRI softball and baseball teams started their season. Starting with softball, the women are putting up an impressive start to the season with a current record of 7-0. Three of these games feature blowouts with scores like 10-0, 7-0, and 14-0. These are all fantastic performances by the women as they assert dominance over the division. The next softball game will take place on April 6th versus Sussex County. Can they keep up the momentum?
And moving over to baseball, the men are struggling to gain the momentum the women have quickly discovered at the start of the season. With a record of 1-8, they are having a hard time finding the key to victory. We can only hope for the best, and as the season is still young, a quick turnaround for the men. Their next game will also be on April 6th against Roxbury.
And now we head over to our studio production students in the field, and after that we will speak to the computer science professor, Michael Kelly. I'm here with Daniel Borden, and you are the president of the Astro Club, correct?
Yes, the said CCRI, the Students for the Exploration and Development of Space. So the purpose with our club is to really ensure we have the next generation of students that understand what space is. Before there was the pandemic, there was an astronomy club, but this time we are working with a 501st nonprofit organization to actually take the mission of the old Astro Club and take it up a level.
Do you guys have any current projects that you're working on?
Currently, we're developing a telescope that's about 6 feet tall with a 16-inch mirror, something called a Dobsonian telescope. And something like this we are designing and going to be building over the next year to enter in a competition next summer at a place called Stellafane.
Cool, that's awesome.
We meet on a weekly basis at the Warwick campus and on Zoom from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. in the Physics and Engineering Department conference room.
So, hi, my name is Peyton, and I'm here with...
Brandon Britton.
So how long have you been the caretaker?
So I started running the observatory and public open night when I took the job as professor of astronomy here at CCRI, and that was in 2008, so that's going on, almost 15 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you take through the process of setting up on a night at the observatory?
Sure. So I usually have a mad dash in the door, trailed by students and astro clubbers in the public, and we have a laptop which has a model of the nighttime sky. I connect it to the telescope. We have to open up the dome behind us and rotate it towards whatever is interesting up in the sky that night. And we basically find a very bright, well-known object. Like tonight I picked Sirius, which is the brightest star in the sky. And I pointed the telescope at it, and then we have the computer say, now you're pointed at Sirius, and it makes a little map of the sky. And from there on out, I take people through the greatest hits, whatever's up that season, and yeah.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Brendan. Thank you so much.
Likewise.
You are watching the CCRI Channel. News, sports, movies, and more from the students at the Community College of Rhode Island. Watch now at ccrichannel.org.
Welcome back to CCRI Today. I'm Peyton Lewis, and I'm here with computer science professor Michael Kelly. Hi, Michael. How are you today?
How are you, Peyton? Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your role in the Department of Computer Studies and Information Processing?
I'm a faculty member in the Department of Computer Studies, like you mentioned, but predominantly my role is to be the director of the cybersecurity program.
Amazing. And the third annual Cybersecurity Night is coming up May 1st. What can students look forward to at the event?
It's a great opportunity to gather information about the program. We've got it geared so that prospective, current, and even former students have something to get from it. We provide opportunities to talk to schools for transferability, career services, workforce development within CCRI for opportunities there. We have our cybersecurity club in our department there, obviously, too. And we recognize students for the achievements they've made throughout the past year.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like a really, really good event for students, especially students who are invested in cybersecurity at CCRI.
Correct, yeah. And we also have two speakers coming that will give some ideas of what's going on in the landscape right now and talk about career paths and opportunities in cyber.
Perfect. CCRI Cybersecurity Program was recently designated for a Center for Academic Excellence with the NSA and DHS. What does this mean for your program and students?
This is a pretty big deal. This is actually our redesignation. We were designated originally in 2018. We just received our second designation, which will run for another 5 years. What it does is it puts a stamp on the curriculum piece by the NSA, that what we're teaching is consistent with what they'd like us to have, developing the pipeline of workers in the future. The other thing that's really significant about it is there are over 200 other community colleges and about 400 colleges in the country who are CAE designated like us. So it makes transferability and it makes opportunities for our students if they want to move or connect with other schools much easier to do.
I imagine that opens up a lot more opportunities for jobs in the field.
That's exactly what it does. And it opens up also opportunities for things like virtual job fairs, lecture series online, things like that as part of being a designated CAE school.
So what kind of classes in cybersecurity can students take here at CCRI?
A pretty good mix. Our program's rooted in networking, so we offer a real good core of networking courses first. But the traditional cybersecurity courses, we offer courses in computer forensics, Security Plus. We do some computer ethics, which is also important, and some ethical hacking, to name just a few of them.
That's really cool. Where can students find more information about the Cybersecurity Night event?
To find more information about the cybersecurity event, you can go to the cybersecurity page on the Computer Studies website, first and foremost. Registration actually begins on April 2nd. Marketing has worked with us really well with this, so you'll probably see information out in a variety of places, out on the TVs, on the kiosks, flyers, and things of that nature. And if you really need to, you can always get in touch with me. You can email me directly at Kelly, K-E-L-L-Y, @ccri.edu.
Is there anything else that you'd like to tell the students of CCRI about this cybersecurity program?
No, I think more importantly, the Cybersecurity Night is a really good opportunity to probably get a lot of information from a variety of resources in one time without having to make multiple appointments to try to see other people. I think it'll be a fun night, and it's well worth your time. Amazing.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for watching another episode of CCRI Today. You can find more episodes, student films, and live sports at ccrichannel.org. I'm Peyton Lewis with the CCRI Channel. We'll see you next time.
You are watching the CCRI Channel. News, sports, movies, and more from the students at the Community College of Rhode Island. Watch now at CCRIchannel.org.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, so that's pretty good. Oh, hi there. My name's Andrew Hurst. I'm making a behind-the-scenes video on how we make an episode of CCRI Today. Would you like to see it? First, let's talk about our camera setup. This camera in particular doubles as both a teleprompter and a wide angle of our guests and anchors, whereas the other cameras focus on individual subjects. But of course, how are we going to do that if we don't have any good lighting? Now let's head over to the director's studio, where things such as our sound are recorded and constantly being adjusted during the live recording, the teleprompter, which is, very useful if you're an anchor, and where the main director is located, who communicates with the floor director. Their job is to take orders from the forward chain of command and to also control the floor where we are filming. Of course, before we can jump into any of this stuff, we have to practice many, many times. But it's not all just studio stuff. We have to go outside of the classroom and also record interviews and some B-roll footage. That way, editors like myself can work with a much bigger variety of footage. However, none of this would be possible without the help of one man, Professor John Dorn. He's the foreman of the project, helping to make this episode come to life. All in all, making an episode of CCRI Today is very fun. We overcome obstacles and unintentionally make some, but we all learn from our mistakes, and we try our best to make the best content for CCRI Today.
Back to CCRI Today, a show that takes a look at what is going on at the CCRI campuses, including news, current events, and sports. I'm Morgan Judd with the CCRI Channel.
And I'm Peyton Lewis with our top story for today. Many CCRI students have been late to class due to significant traffic from the Washington Bridge construction beginning in mid-December. The Rhode Island Department of Transportation closed the bridge after engineers found broken pins in the bridge supports. There's still a decision to be made on whether the bridge will be repaired fully as it stands or torn down to be replaced with all new material. Traffic is being detoured to the Henderson Bridge, and according to the Rhode Island DOT's website, drivers will be set back roughly 10 to 15 minutes during peak traffic times during the weekdays. I know that that's definitely set me back in the mornings.
Peter Alviti, the director of Rhode Island Department of Transportation, says it will be another 3 months until a decision is made regarding the bridge, and that any potential repairs on the bridge would be an additional 3 months. As of yet, there is no proposed timeline for a plan to tear down and repair the bridge. And on the CCRI Warwick campus, come visit the Margaret M. Jacoby Observatory. It's a great resource for the public to use, and it houses a beautiful 16-inch telescope. During February, you will be able to see the amazing Orion star constellation in the night sky. If you want an even better look, go to the observatory on clear Wednesday nights from 6 to 8 p.m., and it's free and available to all. To learn more, go to the CCRI Observatory website.
And now for upcoming events on campus.
Well, first up, we have celebrating Black History Month on February 28th. Student Life will be hosting Black History Trivia. Test your knowledge, learn something new, and engage in important conversations. This will be an online event, so you can join from the comfort of your own space.
Join us on March 25th, 26th, and 27th for a transfer fair event. Additionally, don't forget that our career and internship fair is just around the corner, coinciding with the transfer fair dates. This means you'll have back-to-back opportunities to explore transfer options and career prospects, all conveniently located in one place. Keep a lookout for other exclusive college events like Poetry Slam and award ceremonies. Find more information at events.ccri.edu.
And now in sports, with the women's basketball season coming to an end, we would like to acknowledge the season that they've had. Currently 11-0 in their conference with a 16-6 record, this team continued to put on a show throughout the season. The game of the year was on January 25th at the Holyoke Cougars. This game was a blowout from start to finish, with the CCRI women's team putting up a statement game, winning 71-8. The last game of the season is home, here at the CCRI versus Sullivan County on February 24th. Let's see if the women can end this year strong.
Men's basketball is not looking good as they're losing more games than winning, with 11 wins and 15 losses. What's the cause? We don't know, but the stats indicate more home wins while losses originate far from home. In good news, recent games show a healthier win-lose dynamic, which means a comeback might be around the corner. Even during losses, they still come close to ending just shy of a point or two. To cement their full comeback, they need to put in their effort, but looking at their previous games this season, it's anyone's game. However, as the season ends, let's cheer them on and give them our best.
And now we'll head over to our field reporters from the studio production class.
I'm going to URI after this semester from the JAA and Rhode Island Promise Scholarship.
Well, this is my first year back doing psychology, and I'm doing it through the JAA program.
I'm majoring in just general education right now, and I plan to transfer to Rhode Island College, and I'm gonna major in there either 2 or 4 years and get my master's in secondary education. I'd like to become an art teacher.
So right now I'm majoring in economics, and I'm planning to go to URI.
Do you think it was a seamless process for you going to JA, or do you think you had to navigate? How easy was it for you?
No, it was really easy. I just made an appointment with my advisor, and he literally had the list up and showed me exactly which classes to pick. So
No, it was pretty straightforward. I I looked at it, I signed up, I met with my advisor, and it was just like that. It was quick.
It's been pretty seamless, honestly. It's been easy going. I just do school like I normally would do school, and I know that at the end I have this tunnel to travel through easily and carefree now.
I understand that for a lot of people it was easy to do, but for me, I was coming during COVID, so I feel like there was a lot of miscommunication, and I was more focused on trying to learn how to work with online schooling, and I obviously assume every other faculty was, so I feel like there might have been less attention on that.
So how did you first get to know about JA? Did you hear about it through orientation, or did an advisor relay that to you?
So I heard it from a friend because I was researching my option for college, and I just heard it from a friend, and I asked my advisor about it.
I think it was actually orientation day. I was instructed to sign up for a JAA because it was going into the path I was going into, and it just provided even more easiness into getting into the college I want to get into.
when I first did CCRI, they asked me about it because I had said that I wanted to end up eventually get a master's in psychology, and they said you can't do that at CCRI, so they have the transfer option.
Do you have any closing thoughts about JA? Any opinions on what it takes?
No, honestly, just sign up for it if you can. If you're going to URI or RIC, it's an easy path to take.
When I found out I wasn't actually signed up, I was very close to that cap and I almost didn't make it. So just wanted to come on here to say that just make sure you're signed up if you want to go for it, and make sure you're ready.
My name is Zach Alvades, and you are watching the CCRI Channel from students at the Community College of Rhode Island. Watch now at CCRIChannel.org.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Peyton Lewis, and I'm here with Anna Batty, manager of CCRI's Transfer Center. Anna, tell me, what is your role at CCRI?
My role is to help students take their next step once they finish at CCRI. So once they graduate and they're ready to go on and get their bachelor's degrees, they come talk to me about what opportunities would be good for them, which schools would be good for them. Rick and URI are a huge push for a lot of our students. About 2/3 of our students choose to go to those schools, but they also choose to go to a lot of different schools around the country and around the world. So it's my job to help them understand what they need to do to get into those schools and how they make those big jumps.
And so, what is JAA?
Yeah, JAA is the Joint Admissions Agreement. It's an agreement that CCRI has with Rick and URI, the classes that you take here transfer. So the goal is for a student to come here for 2 years, walk across our stage, and then seamlessly go right to a junior at Rick or URI. When they do that, they can get a tuition discount up to 30% based on their GPA. So if they have over a 3.0, you are entering discount land of at least 10%. 3.25 and higher is 20%, and 3.5 and higher is 30% off. So it's a really good opportunity for a student to come here for 2 years for free with Rhode Island Promise, and then move on and get a discount for their last 2 years.
How many CCRI students are currently in the program?
We've got about 3,500 CCRI students in the program, so there's a lot of you, but it's a great opportunity, and it's a reason why so many students take advantage of the program. My goal is to get about half of our students in that program at some point, but bear with me, I'm a one-man show.
What are the requirements to enroll in JAA?
Yep, so you have to have less than 30 college credits, which is 1 full academic year, and you have to not have credit from another institution. So you can't have gone to another school and then come in. We do have a lot of students who do that, but these classes are classes that anyone can take, so we line them up to be able to take them anyway. But to join JAA, those are the 2 requirements.
And what should students do if they want to enroll but they don't meet the requirements?
Yeah, of course. We have students follow the plans regardless of if they're in JAA or not. So we have the plans are lined up. We have about 96 different transfer majors that students can do. The goal is by the end of this year there'll be over 100 for students to take advantage of. And we just have students take the classes that would be in those majors without being in the JAA program. So we show them how to use their DegreeWorks, which is a wonderful program that you can access in your MyCCRI account. And in there it shows you all the classes that you would need to take to transfer. Most of CCRI's classes do transfer, but not all of them. So it's really important to take a look at that degree work evaluation and see what classes you're taking and how they go to Rick and URI and other colleges.
Awesome. And what is the easiest way for students to get more information about the JAA program?
Yeah, we have a website. It's just ccri.edu/JAA. You can bump into me. I'm on pretty much all the college campuses all of the time. We have a transfer center on the Warwick campus, which is right down in the field house. And pretty much any of your advisors know everything there is to know about JAA. So you've got lots of resources to learn more.
And what are the benefits of joining the program?
Yep, you get the tuition discount. When you walk across the stage at graduation here, you get special cords that show that you're in the JAA program. You are automatically accepted to Rick or URI, so there's no application fee. Your transcripts are sent over, so essentially the application process is something I handle and you don't have to deal with at all. You get an acceptance letter straight out of the mail from Rick or URI, and Rhode Island College actually has agreed to waive all enrollment deposits for all students if they're in the JAA program. So there's zero cost to actually starting at your 4-year institution.
Excellent. And is there any corrective action students can take if they had thought they were enrolled in JAA but they actually weren't?
Yeah, that happens sometimes. So what we would normally do is have those students come meet with me. We figure out what classes they've taken already and fit a plan that looks good for them. One of the most important things that I tell students is what you get your bachelor's degree in does not have to be your whole life. So it doesn't have to be that daunting of a task to choose your bachelor's degree. For instance, mine's in chemistry. Look what I do for a living. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to line up. I can't think of a single person that I've worked with here who followed what they do as their bachelor's degree for their entire life. It's just a wonderful stepping stone and an opportunity to go on and do the things that you love. So we want to create an opportunity for students to get that bachelor's degree, so we're opening that door. If we have to play with it a little bit, if you don't do chemistry and you do biology instead, we can make it work. But we can figure out ways to make those classes that they've taken apply to their degree, so that way they can get to that bachelor's degree and that next step without taking classes that don't go anywhere.
Lastly, do you have any advice for any students at CCRI?
Yes, please come talk to me. I want to talk about transfer and get your opportunities for transfer lined up so you know what you're doing your freshman year. It can be really daunting. Your senior year, you're graduating, you've got all these things going on, and this transfer piece should have kind of been talked about already in your freshman year, but when you're getting to that transfer part, we want things to be easy and clean. So if it's something that you think you have to wait for, or you aren't graduating yet, so you don't need to talk about it, it's not the case. Come on down. We're happy to sit down and talk to you. All of your advisors, myself, everyone who works here wants you to succeed and be successful. So just come in and talk to us. We can come up with a really solid plan for you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for watching another episode of CCRI Today. You can find more episodes, student films, and live sports at ccrichannel.org. I'm Peyton Lewis with the CCRI Channel. See you next time.